Okay. Welcome to Edgewater. Okay. What quest am I tracking right now? I'm looking for a guy named Reed Thompson. Corporate Guard. Salt Tuna Factory. Spacer's Choice Cantina.
You read the latest report?
Only the part that said we ain't making our quotas.
If only McDevitt's folk.
I don't know you.
I'm Alex Hawthorne, Captain of the Unreliable.
Uh-huh. The Unreliable, you say? Never heard of any company supply ship with that particular name.
God, this is making me want to go back
I don't
and
know
watch
what
Firefly
you're about,
again.
but this here's
The
a
guitar
Spacer's
music.
Choice drinking establishment.
Bam, bow, bow,
We're all
bow.
loyal, hard-working company folk here.
Something going on I should know about?
Am I that easy to read? Yeah. We've been having some problems lately. Loyalty issues, lines in the sand. I know where folk in Edgewater stand. But you, I don't know you. If you're gonna have a drink, I'd like to ask that you do it within the premises. Can't have you taking drinks over to those deserters.
Copy that. What's about the deserters?
Traitors. The lot of them. Bunch of folks decided they were tired of working and went out into the wilds to fend for their own selves. Town's already struggling to make quotas, even without that band of slackwits abandoning their posts. Bunch of lazy, shiftless rung leeches. Anyway, enough about them. What can I do for you?
Looking to talk to Reed.
Do you now? And what makes you think Mr. Thompson wants to talk to you? He's a busy man. You want to talk to Mr. Thompson, try ignoring your duties. He'll summon you up to that great big tower atop the cannery, and you'll get yourself a proper dressing down.
Shiny. Nobody here? There are salt to space choice standards of health and safety. Nothing. I can't do anything here. Is anybody watching? There's probably cameras, man. One thing is, I just realized paying attention to the previews from the second game is that
the grease monkey, Argo?
all the UI stuff is like on the bottom
I'm
middle,
sorry,
and here it's on like the
Thompson,
top
sir.
left.
You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Told us to talk to you.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I don't work for Spacer's Choice.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
That's a good thing. But let me guess, you want me to do something for you before you'll help me.
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Marauders aren't people. Yeah. Don't think these people will take kindly to losing their power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Why is that?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
None of what you're telling me is my problem.
It's our problem, not yours, but I'm asking for your help. If those workers don't come back, Edgewater is going to collapse. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
All right, Reed. Actually, how will I recognize Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
Well, they must have left town for a reason.
That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
You guys are saying this guy was in Mass Effect 1? Hang on, I'm gonna go look this up. Reed Thompson. Alright, video games. Star Wars The Old Republic. He was in Death Stranding as Benjamin Hancock, which we just played. I don't see any credits from before 2011. Yeah, so no Mass Effect. Most recently, he did Carmine Falcone in the Batman Arkham Shadow, and Fortnite Battle Royale as Doctor Doom, Spider-Man 2 as J. Jonah Jameson, Destiny 2 as Emperor Callus. Played Ghost Rider, Venom, and Chthon in Marvel's Midnight Suns. So, I mean, he stays reasonably busy. I don't see any 2025 credits, though. But you got me curious, because I was trying to see. I didn't recognize him. So, yeah, it doesn't look like he has any Mass Effect.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson.
Oh, I'm totally taking the steampunk
Sure.
I hesitate to
engineer
part
chick.
ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Alright, let's head on out. You've gained a companion. These are characters that join you in your adventures and help in a variety of ways. They provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with the Inspiration skill. Learn more about companions in the Companion Ledger. Some people may require completing another quest before they will assist you. You can check your quest log for dependencies. The Companion Ledger shows you everything you need to know about your companions. You can see their skills, stats, status effects, and gear. To change a companion's gear, first select the item you want to swap out, then choose a compatible item to replace it with. You can also change how they behave in combat by selecting their preferred weapon, follow distance, and aggressiveness. That's cool. Do I want her to be melee? I mean, why not? Oh, I want her to... Oh, I guess I can't pick at the moment. I don't have a perk available. I want her to generate more threat. Please be the tank so that I can pew-pew from a distance. Let's have her... stay close. I guess it doesn't matter. Weapons, mixed. Aggressive. Oh, yeah, that all sounds good to me.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Sure. Samuel Hayden, JP? What's that from? From Doom? I haven't played a Doom game in a while. I don't recognize.
Hey,
It's
mister,
probably...
can we talk? Sorry. Can we chat?
Sure.
Sorry.
What's up, mister?
You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Okay. So what's the other side of it?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets placed. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Oh, also, what's up, Envy Nephilim? I missed your salutations over on Twitch earlier. If you're still around. How well do you know the deserters?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
Okay, do you know this Adelaide?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
So why were they arguing?
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if you can get out to her.
Okay. Well, I don't blame anyone for wanting to leave. This town's got issues.
Life's hard here. especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Okay. What do we need to talk to him about?
About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. Their neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all.
We'll stop by.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
I'm just playing the Game Pass version, Envies, because I just wanted to do the story to get ready for the second one. So honestly, I think it's just the base game. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about this being like a special edition, so I'm assuming it's just a base game. Yeah. I don't think it's any sort of special edition, so. Yep, I'll be playing Doom, The Dark Ages, and so this is going to be fun. Doom, The Dark Ages drops the same day as Dune Awakening. Early access starts on the 15th, so I'm going to be super busy on the 15th because I'll be doing both of those games that day. So, yeah, and then I just got word today that The Altars is launching June 9th. 15th, 19th. So we're definitely doing the Altars in June. Tales of the Shire we're doing in June. There was something else in June, end of June. Oh, Death Stranding 2 is at the end of June. So June's going to be a busy month. May is going to be a busy month. We're swamped. So we're about to do Expedition 33 at the end of this month. We'll probably be doing I don't know if I'll do early access for that, probably. So we'll do Expedition 33, and then the Days Gone remaster, and then we're going to be doing Dune Awakening, Doom the Dark Ages, Tales of the Shire, Death Stranding 2, The Altars. Whenever this second game drops, we're going to be playing The Outer Worlds 2. Yeah, we're swamped. We're swamped, which is why I should remind you, if this is your first time tuning in, everybody, this is the afternoon stream. This is going to be a shorter one today because I'm feeling a little worn out from my physical therapy today. Traditionally, we start every single morning at 5 a.m. Central on YouTube and Twitch. I multi-stream in both places. We usually go for about 5-6 hours in the morning, come back and do another 2 or 3 hours in the afternoon. This is the day job. I'm up to almost 8,000 videos on YouTube, play a lot of games. We do a lot of different stuff here, so make sure to tune in and follow along in all the places, all the socials, Discord, all that stuff, Patreon. Don't slack. Yeah, it's April 24th, I think, and then Days Gone is April 25th. But I think there's an early access for Expedition 33. I need to go check. I haven't really been paying that much attention because I'm just sort of waiting in the background to see if I get a key. If I get a key from them, then I'll play whatever key version they give me. If they don't get me a key, then I'll just probably buy the Head Start edition.
I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute.
But I haven't looked it up in a few days. Don't remember. Speak to the vicar. How do I find the vicar? Is there a map? There is a map.
Next one comes out here, Mary.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name or poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
Pav, I already wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Give me 2 seconds here, guys. I am... Yeah, I don't see that the Claire Obscure Expedition 33 has a... Hang on, here's the digital upgrade. Yeah, at first glance, I don't see early access. But I'll dive into it more. I know they've got some creator programs too, so we'll just see when we get closer to the date. But I'm definitely playing that one. I know it's going to be a day one Game Pass release, so... there is no Oblivion remake, guys. You need to stop. Stop. Everybody's been trying to hype that for the last like 2 months, and they keep saying, "Oh, next week, they're gonna." And today was, "They're gonna announce it during the ESO event. They're gonna announce it during the ESO event." They didn't announce shit during the ESO event because it's not fucking real. Mr. Thompson has asked me to cut off power to Adelaide's deserters,
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
The big one I saw on Twitter X yesterday or the day before was, "They've removed it from the Steam storefront. They're removing screenshots, guys. They're just uh-huh." What do you think of Adelaide's group, Vicar?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
What do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is that even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
I'm sure you would. So why would a vicar be after a banned heretical book?
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
I think they probably will, mister, after a period of exclusivity. I'd need to know a bit more about the book.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not
pretty much
only
all
a
of their other
beautiful
games are
relic of a
on other
bygone
platforms.
time. It's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos.
Indiana Jones the Great
Not many
Circle
in
came
this
to the
colony could
PlayStation, so
understand its
Bethesda
true
has shown
value,
they are more than willing to put
should they
games on
ever
the
read it.
PS5 as well.
Thank you.
But
if you retrieve it,
exclusivity
you can always
is a
find me
big
here.
deal.
Any progress on... Please get it. What would you like to discuss? Not to put too fine a point on it, but your also
No, I don't care about this.
pretty...
It's just...
Oh, nothing could be further...
Hang on, I just want to leave here and go back on track.
What would you like to discuss?
All right. So, we dinged. Does she need to talk?
Where are we
to
headed?
I noticed you mentioned your dad, but never your mother.
That's on account of how I never met her.
I'm sorry.
It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
Is that normal?
Well, I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers. You mean about the mission being too clean?
Isn't it supposed to be clean? It's church.
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
Never been much for religion myself.
I think there's something higher and greater than us. But I don't feel it when I'm in the mission.
All right. Where do I want to put my points? Let's go ahead and bring my stealth up a bit. We'll put some points in tech. Man, I really don't know. Actually, I think I'm just going to specialize. Oh. You've unlocked dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct target, they automatically debilitated. That's interesting. Don't know how that works, but okay, I'll take it. Still no perks for her. Alright. Save the game! Alright, kids. That's it for today. We're doing a short one this afternoon because I'm worn out from my physical therapy and I still need to take a shower. We'll be back tomorrow morning. This is the main game now. This one won the poll. It was either this or Ghost of Tsushima. So we're going to be playing this for the next couple of weeks or however long it takes us to beat it, leading up to Expedition 33. So we're going to be starting bright and early tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning at around 5 a.m. Central, which we always do every single morning with coffee, on YouTube and Twitch. If you're following along on Twitch right now, don't forget to head on over to the YouTube channel and follow along there as well, because everything that happens in between the streams happens on YouTube. Game guides, reviews, discussions, so on and so forth. There's also a Homestead channel, a movie review channel, all the socials, Discord, Patreon, all that good stuff. So get along, follow everywhere else. And I will catch everybody tomorrow morning, bright and early, as we continue our Outer Worlds playthrough to prep for Outer Worlds 2. Have a great rest of your day, guys.